been a minute. A lot of travel and a lot of, just being ill. Still have a bit of a broken voice, but yeah, I felt like coding for the streams, and I thought, why not activate the stream for doing so? Let's dive right in. So it happened quite a lot lately, and I think I will have at least one additional stream this week. Yeah, my idea. Do I have the right audio file, by the way? Oh, I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay, now you have the good mic. That's on me. I'm sorry. Where was I? So today we want to build something which, I would love to have for the streams, because I have to be honest, it also got me that I need a bit more planning for streams, also for the podcast recording. And I find myself again and again using AI to just like throw stuff in and just add some suggestions, quote unquote. And I'm fairly used to that. This is from last week. We will get back here again. Just quickly save this to idea framework canvas. I have some developments, not as much as I would love to have because I just didn't have the time. But this, I put some work in. I used it a bit myself. It's still promising. It still needs a lot of work, I think. We'll see. Maybe like around Christmas, I might have like a more general picture, and we'll do also video documentation. Maybe even like at least a repo, public one. Maybe even some, not paper, but some documentation on what this all is about. So yeah, stay tuned on that. I'm not streaming to AI Boardroom today, which is a podcast channel, because today will be a bit more technical, a bit more rating time. So for everyone who tuned in and wants to see a lot of action, this might not be the stream for you. What we will do today is we will use bolt.new, and we will try to create an app. To disclaim it right away, I tried this app already like 2 times today and wasn't that lucky, because that's why this framework here exists. I tried to throw in the concept and say like, build this. Of course it failed. I'm still not sure if we even can do this in Bolt.new, because I was using a SQLite local database, or that's at least what I was aiming for, and that didn't work whatsoever. Also tried to use Drizzle, which also didn't work properly. One thing that really annoys me is this constant notion of just everything is deprecated. Like Claude comes up with something, you do you apply this, you go over, render this, or try to install the dependencies whatsoever, or try to create the migrations, and then stuff's like deprecated all the time, which like it wasn't deprecated 3 months ago. So this whole like fast-paced development of all the frameworks leads me to not using frameworks whatsoever. Maybe like I switched to hosted Postgres database, Supabase instance. Yeah, maybe something like that. I think a Supabase instance could be useful. Am I still logged in? So let's create a new project. Let's call it Stream Planner. And strong database password. Let's quickly generate something. Oh, I have to share my screen. Yes, sir. This one. So we are Supabase. We create a new project, and this was the idea framework which I just talked about. Like, we will have a stream about this at some point this week. It's not ready for prime time as of yet, but I have some things I tested and tried, and looking not bad. So yeah, what we want to create today is an app, Stream Planner. For web apps, I mostly don't code myself whatsoever. I might start off with Bold.new this time to just create a basic outline. I would love to use the v0.dev approach, but it kind of stuck on me today as when I tried it. So yeah, that's that. I also still need a password. Where's my console? There we go. It's not it. There we go. Let's just copy this one. Okay. Create a new project. Let's quickly. Okay. Well, yeah, this shouldn't be happening. Mine's a public key you've seen. It's not that bad anyway. But yeah, we'll start off. So we create a Stream Planner. Project is firing up. So next, I have ChatGPT, like basically, or one for that matter. Made some concepts already, put the stuff into a file and stuff shit. So we were planning to use Drizzle. I think I like Drizzle a lot because it's more close to SQL or SQL. But to be honest, I'm not exactly sure if this is maybe the problem, because also, like, I copy over the Drizzle samples and they don't fit their own type definitions and stuff. So I get errors all over the place, which is hardly annoying. So let's switch to something more useful. Stream Planner. Quickly. Yes. Let's give this thing a title. Stream Planner. And what do I want to do? So the goal is to use AI to plan streams, which means basically AI does research, AI fills out the templates. And also what I want to do is have an init and pipeline to basically send an email or something, to send a message to the system, so it saves ideas, which we can then use for the planning. So that's kind of the basic idea. So now what got me into trouble was that it directly tried to come up with everything like authentication and whatnot, which was just too much. I want this application to be running first before I think about how to get users on it. So I'm now thinking how to go about this. Maybe we create a new chat from ChatGPT here, and we'll switch to GPT-4o. Maybe 4 with Canvas, and we upload stream. Was it here? Yeah. So let me quickly. I think I remove everything. I cannot remove everything. Okay, never mind. But here's the concept, and let me actually check out if I can derive like the base version from that using the prompts we had. Quickly open cursor. Sample implementation. There we go. Get a new name, by the way, like iterative derivation extraction agents framework. Kind of reframed it into idea framework. And what I was doing actually was, I think we only have main.py, is to first try to implement the actual derivation extraction agent. So the thing is, this is the original task. Compare the extracted essence. Can we reuse something? Orchestration agent. Validate essence. Extract essence. Yeah, let's try this. Actually, so instead of this, analyze this task. Analyze this task attached. Let's just try this. So essence extraction. That's the basic idea. So we extract, like I have here a complete concept, which is a markdown file, which it's at least like it's not small. Can I show it to you? Yeah, there we go. So let's quickly close this. Let's get to the view. So it's not exactly short. It describes basically what the goal is, and the idea extraction framework tries to attempt an approach where we take a task and extract the basic core values and stuff. So and that's one of the prompts I use to get there, actually. So the fundamental value of this app is to streamline and enhance the creative planning process for streamers and podcasters by integrating AI to assist with research, content structuring, and script drafting. It reduces the workload of creators, allowing them to focus on delivering quality content. Transformative vision. This app transforms the experience of content creators by significantly reducing the time and mental effort needed to plan their broadcasts. Okay. Impact criteria, content quality improvement, time gains. Yeah. To be honest, it's still a bit too specific at some points, but yet like there is no technical parts in there basically. Besides that, so like this is like data security and privacy. Is it like a core value of what we're doing? Like it's just like a given that your application has to be secure. So still have to work on this. You see, it's also like a pretty short prompt. It's also one prompt in a system of agents, which is also having another agent checking the output and handing it back over with feedback and stuff. So it's usually not meant to be like zero-shot approach. Okay, but now that we have this, let's create the derivation. You're an expert product manager focused on identifying the most fundamental next step. So, do I also have... okay. So this is basically the system prompt. Let's copy this over. And then essence extraction. There we go. And let's see. Let's put this one in here. So you're an essence extraction. Let's get rid of this one. Based on the essence, and this is where we just put in this here. Yeah, okay. Oh, that was too soon, I think. Or was it? Okay, so now I think let's quickly check this one because there is a state to be expected, and that's not what we have. Initial state with no first. I'm actually not sure what my agent system uses at that point, but yeah. Okay, here's my minimal next step for AI. So project creation and topic research. Users can create a new project and use the AI to generate topic suggestions based on keywords or ideas. This foundation capability that gives a head start. So he directly starts with user authentication, and I get this. But for now, it's not helping, to be honest. Conscious executions. Success user adoption feedback. Yeah. This is far too complex for a first step. I like the definition of the core functionality. Jesus Christ, functionality, but we need a far simpler first version. Please rework the output. But wait, I think I got this wrong. Users can create a new project and use AI to generate topic suggestions based on keywords and ideas. Is that what the concept is about? We quickly have a look. Did I close the other one? No, there it is. Develop a modern user-friendly application designed to assist creators in planning and organizing their streams and podcasts, leveraging Next.js for the front-end backend, coupled with the SQLite database for storage. This enables the app to act as an intelligence system, helping users to research topics, structure content, prepare, create, edit, and stream broadcast topic research, content structuring, scripting, assistance. Yeah, okay. But is that what I want? So because like I does research, but I did, like, it wasn't meant to be kind of. Why is it rendering so? Okay, it wasn't meant to be generating ideas. It's more like I have already the ideas and the topics, and just need for it to do research. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Scope input field for keywords, AI integration for topic suggestions. So that's okay. Conscious exclusions. This one is not interesting. Okay, let's just copy this over into bold.new. Use Next.js 15. Maybe we do actually copy over the exclusions. So use Next.js 15. Prisma, Tailwind, and Chatsian. He mostly does it anyway, because it's like kind of favorite stack, at least when you say you want to use Next.js in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, let's see. Redux already looks pretty good. Next 15. Take it literally, which is the current version of the next version, Next.js. It is 15. Okay, good. Well, it's also release candidate. Yeah, it's an experiment, isn't it? Yeah, let's see. I think we have to give him an OpenAI key. That's an issue. So, yeah, he installs now. Let me quickly come up with an OpenAI key. I happen to have one here. And I try not to leak it. Safe. Okay. Good. There we go. Preview. What wasn't... okay. Interesting. Didn't he say that he wasn't able to do this? Okay. So, bold.new, for everyone who does not know, this is basically a coding assistant where it builds out the complete stack inside of a so-called web container. So it has basically an own virtual machine where everything's like just running in. And sometimes he gets this that he tries to like do npm install and it doesn't work. Not sure if we see the reason here. So home path command Prisma generate failed because I guess he does not have the proper database setup. Some dependencies, but interesting. Okay. So attempt fix. Let's see how he does. I actually have to pull it aside so we don't leak any keys. And I guess we have to. Oh! I forgot. I forgot to tell him that we want to use Supabase. Jeez, I'm sorry. Let's quickly go back. Let's throw this away. Supabase as a backend. Oh, no, not as a backend. Database. Let's try. Yeah, so now we get, we go back to square one, basically, restart the whole process. Is this for free? No, it isn't. It actually, actually uses tokens, like we usually do. And it again wasn't able to install the dependencies. So as soon as I try to get a database working in this, like if I work with mock data, it mostly is fine. But as soon as I try to get to anything even remotely database related, I kind of see. Just here we have chats. So PCE Math, is that right? Welcome. Yeah, I'm a new streamer. This is like fairly new streamer. Still figuring out stuff. So just clicked on go live and tried to, go live through Bolt.new, and kind of struggling today with getting stuff to work. Getting stuff to work in with database usage, but I think we're getting somewhere. Let's see. What we try to do is I want to have a stream planner, which helps me to plan my streams and also podcasts, where I just throw in a bunch of topics from my idea pipeline, because lately I have like a lot of ideas and stuff where I want to go, and like having an assistant to quote unquote discuss stuff is kind of something I would love to have, and that's the direction like a lot of my projects go now, like to try like get this assistant type of AI that interacts with you like in a natural way, where you can create something. Like if I use, for example, the advanced voice mode of OpenAI, it's cool and everything, but like it's just like a loose chat, and I would love to have some artifacts that are created alongside. So you have to imagine you have someone who speaks to you, or like with whom you speak, and he's like creating a plan alongside, and that just in a small in a small form. I would love to have such a thing, just like specifically for streams, because sometimes, like I for example, I have the topic like NVIDIA brought a new audio tool, or Claude brought the new MCP server protocol for using or like integrating tools into AI applications. So all this stuff like pops up. I see some content, I see a LinkedIn post whatsoever, and I just love to discuss stuff in the stream, especially like my focus is on B2B business software, or was the last 14 years at least. And I try to get this all into the AI sphere, or like, let's say I try to get AI into this business fields with a bit more specific content, and also with like where's the business value. Like that's the driver for me personally. like where can we create the most impact inside businesses, and up to like how can we like replace tasks for humans with AI automations in a way that the human can then focus on everything that delivers value. And that's basically where I'm trying to go. But yeah, that's it. Like, you have no music, nothing like for a coding stream. I think it might be better to have something. But as I stream to YouTube, there is no copyright music anyway. So yeah, I'll see what I can do in the future. And I don't even know what to play. For me personally, I would love to have some hip hop. But yeah. So yeah, that's what we're building out. We are trying to use Bolt.new, but it kind of fails to get Prisma working, which is unfortunate. So right now I don't have proper database usage. So maybe we throw away Prisma and any ORM whatsoever and just use the Supabase SDK. Might be a better way to go about this. Maybe we also just like cut this completely with Bolt.new and we go over to Cursor and do like the not the old-fashioned way, but like the coding IDE way. But I used Bolt.new for another project, which unfortunately I cannot show. And this is actually working pretty well. So yeah, that's why I would love to have this working. And I think now it went through. Kind of looks like it, right? Okay. Yeah, restart application. That worked. But now we don't see any. Okay, let's quickly do this. Go back. Let's see. So I had this at some like at different points where he wasn't able to actually launch this properly. And now we have, again, the npm install error. Yeah, I think we have to cut the idea of an ORM loose because it just annoys me and just costs time and token. That's what I didn't finish before. Bolt.new is not for free. You have to buy token packages, basically. And you use a lot of token because it like tends to regenerate all the files. There is basically another project which is a fork of Bolt.new because Bolt.new is actually it's actually open source. It's by Stackblitz. That's why you see like open as Stackblitz here. And there is a community effort which like forked this, and 299 commits ahead is actually working pretty hard on this. So you can use local models and stuff. So, but they try to get this idea working in a more open fashion. It still uses web containers, web containers do have and tend to have limitations on what they can execute and what not. For example, with Drizzle and SQLite, I had the issue that the SQLite driver I was using was just not working inside web containers, so we had to use something else, and then the documentation was old. And there you have like a lot of these like small annoying problems, which kind of really piss you off, to say the least. Let's see. What I find interesting, like he's not able to. No, he is not able to resolve this component. Interesting. Well, let's see. But he also said like npm install is failing, right? Yeah, so this is not leading to anything. Sadly. Because what I really love about Bolt.new is it creates an application. You can click it, you can use it, and you can, for example, then just like take a picture of anything, and you can generate a complete theme out of it. Like this is now completely themeless, but at least it's working. So what I can do now is I can actually let's take the new logo of the new community we're building, like apply this style and modern layout to this page. And then it goes ahead and takes the colors from exactly this this image and applies it to the CSS and everything. And it works awesomely well. Like I've done it like several times now for different applications, even for like Chrome extensions and stuff, and just a stellar job. Especially I had one point I had a customer, like he was like, hey, this is the image we used in our PowerPoint presentation, and like how like I want the colors like this and the look and feel like this. And I was like, because I'm not a designer whatsoever. But I like the challenge. And then I think I've seen someone use this technique with v0.dev, or was it even with Bold? I'm not sure. And yeah, worked actually pretty well. But as you see, it still has issues on the execution. What I'm not getting at the moment is why it's not applying the CSS properly. The cool thing is you can actually do a screenshot and put it back in there, and he's able to identify the actual like what he actually needs to change. So yeah, let's see. I think now everything went through, but we have a new error. Here, plugin not supported will be skipped. Your importing component needs to use state, so it's he uses a server component. Yeah, so these kind of things tend to happen a lot lately. So yeah, and you see, like he only needed to add use client, and he's regenerating the whole thing. And also, like if he still is attempting a lot of like page router logic, even if he uses app router. So he's not always aware of this. So some system prompts will be actually nice. There is no CSS applied whatsoever. Well, I think there has to be applied something. So now he has. Did we already? No, he updated the app global. So we had all the config and everything. Yeah. I still find it pretty interesting that this code just like appears, quote unquote appears, and it's able to render stuff. So let's quickly try to give him a better view, literally. So this one. So it's of course always when you want to show this, he's not doing it properly. But let's try again. And afterwards I also have to get my OpenAI key in there. Does he have an .env? Yes, he has. And we have to get our Supabase stuff in there too. I always find it annoying that he's not like asking for the actual. I guess he doesn't have to use it just as a database because it's not using the Supabase If I updated color scheme. No. Yeah, I'm very sorry. This is like not working at all. Let's try something else. Let's try this. Please create a modern Next.js application with app router and Supabase. And this application has to, this app aims to be an AI assisted planner for my streams, podcasts. Do I have a better description here? Stream planner app. I think I've described this in short here. There we go. Podcast. Skip authentication and landing page for now, as we first need to get the application running. So let's try it like this. Just give him something more vague, basically, because he oftentimes creates a simpler application from that. Now, let's see, and then we can have a look if he can actually apply the CSS properly. Kind of weird. It's like it's the first time that he just gave me a blank page. Maybe it's because I've said like this is. Wait a second. Did we actually exclude this? No, project management, advanced UI. No need for a polished interface. So we shot ourselves in the foot. Ourselves. Okay. Sorry for that. Fuck. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So that's a bummer. But okay. Nevertheless, let's see what we can do. Modern UI with ShadCN, responsive design, form validation, stream planner. Okay. Interesting. So can we create a new stream? I guess we can't. Oh, we can. Okay, enter stream title. Create stream. Okay, cool. So that worked. Let's see. Please apply. Please create and apply a new theme based on this image. Once again, let's go. Okay, now this actually using the vibrant colors and modern style update theme configuration is. I'm not an I can't read all the values, but they look not as far off. And they look like colors, so won't be actually a win compared to before. So let's see what we get here, and then I'll put in the variables, and yeah, let's see where we get. Maybe that's a better version. Like do something abstract and then detail down. That looks not bad. So if we take a look at the actual image, it's more vibrant, but he took the blues, the red, and that's actually cool. Nice. Okay. Let's see if we get a new stream here. We have some shadows, we have some gradients. It's not the most pretty sign, I would say. Could be a bit more minimalistic, but yeah. At least it's not boring anymore. So let me quickly add my environment variables. So yeah, first tip for the stream: add an image and let it apply some colors to it, and you know, like I really got to a point where I just like uploaded a photo of a skyline with blue and orange hues, for example, and it applied it actually really, really well to everything else. So yeah, guess that's a win, definitely. Let me quickly add the Supabase and OpenAI keys, and then I'll be back with the code. So there we go, project URL, API key. Where is project settings? API, there we go, like add in public key. That's that. And the Supabase URL. That's that. So, sorry that I don't show it to you, but I just don't want to leak my keys. Even if I have limits on everything, but yeah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So that's that. I hope he rebuilds this. Does he rebuild this? Yeah, let's see. Okay, we're back. Let's create a new stream. Let's see if this works. Let's say Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Let's talk about what this model does in the benchmarks, for example. I even have a date picker. That's cool. I like that one. Let's say the stream is in an hour. We'll go for 60 minutes. Create a stream. What I'm actually interested in is like, where's my terminal? Like usually, okay, didn't show an error, but it also didn't create the stream. Okay, please add the database transactions to actually create a stream. So I'm pretty sure he's just not having implemented the writing of the data. I'm actually interested in like, because I didn't pull up the backend key. So I'm interested in if he adds this now, because I don't want to write directly from the front end to the database, which wouldn't be. It's not a good idea. So let's see. So we had stream service TS, app layout. Let's see. Error faction streams. Okay, still only wanting the. I think he has overwritten my environment variables. That's unfortunate. I hate it. I hate it when it does this. Spam 0608. Yeah. Cursor and Bold. Yeah, Bold is like not actually my stack yet. I'll try to get used to it. I'm still thinking like as soon as you get more complex, stuff breaks a lot and just wasting your time. So yeah, that's actually a bit annoying. But yeah, I'm working on it, and also stuff like. I think in Cursor there is something called cursor rules. Like you can create a file in your root, which is .cursor rules file, and then you can add a lot of rules which he mostly obeys to, basically. But that's not always the case. Sounds like he also like threw away my OpenAI key, which I'm pretty sure we need if we want to use AI. Yeah, but yeah, nothing we can't solve. So, you threw away the OpenAI key. Please do not change the end that is already in there. Okay. We had the OpenAI key, but it seems didn't have the AI integration fully. So sorry, I didn't show you anything yet, but kind of still need, like, he's always showing the environment variable. So yeah, sorry for that. I'll try to get you back on the stream. I'm not sure what being an AI engineer has to do with these tools, because I could also build everything myself, but it would just cost me time. I'd rather spend that time to optimize my prompting and optimize my usage of this and try stuff out. I never was on the researcher front, so yeah. As soon as it works, I don't care. And he again overwritten, I think. Yeah, I think I should cut it loose. He was bold. It's not doing well. Sadly, I would have loved for this to work properly. But yeah, like I said, when you use it for more complex stuff, then it kind of breaks a lot. Okay. If you're an AI engineer, I would love to hear what you use if you don't use these kinds of tools. Like, do you only use self or pre-built stuff, or like what's your what are you aiming for? Or are you even using it, or are you only building AI? That's also like. I feel sometimes that a lot of people like building these things are not using them besides their own testing. Like maybe it's just a feeling. I don't have any evidence on that, so we'll love to hear from you what this is all about. Because I was like building a lot of this with Python, but I also tend to notice that like having like hard code on the screen all the time without like visuals, just VS Code and Claude Premium. But are you using VS Code? Are you using Claude like with like Super Maven or something, or is just like simply copy pasting stuff? Because that was what I was doing up until Cursor was there. I used a lot of GitHub Copilot. But not even close to how I use Cursor. And then I was, but I still, to be honest, I'm still sometimes do just stuff in Claude, separated like in a project, and then copy it over and still do this. You could also just use the Cursor Chat, but I think it's not the same. I think Claude Premium has some like proper or like better system prompt on default in their environment. So yeah, definitely. So getting ideas for actual like concepts and stuff, I really like what O1 does a lot of the times. Because if I want to plan out something, the verbosity of it like really helps. Copy paste never works in any LLM. Like I tend to have like at least not a bad experience with that, because Claude does a really good job. What it's still struggling with a lot of the times is like the imports, and what is still sometimes like, yeah, that's why, like, okay, like if you're an AI engineer, I would love to hear your opinion on that. So what we had, let me quickly throw this away as we pivot the stream a bit. I had this idea. So what I found was when we talk about AI, we oftentimes like there are like chain of thought prompting, and there's like all these like methods we have, but I felt like we still attempt stuff. Even if we do it like step by step and few shot, we still attempt it in a way that we kind of assume that from the given task, we can assume all the steps necessary, which is kind of still a zero shot mindset if you think about it. So, because like I always find myself, if I would want to do something more complex, I find myself that my context gets polluted, and therefore the answers get more generic and I get more hallucinations and stuff like that. So I was actually thinking like, but how do we solve? Because we as humans, we also don't have like limitless capabilities, right? So what I came up, or what I'm coming up with, it's still in development, is like, why don't we define a task X, for example, my app that I just tried to build, and from that we derive like the most simple version of this, which still delivers on the core values, like maybe not all of them, but at least like a fixed core, which in and of itself is then like closed. And then we go and put layer up on layer up on layer, and each layer is self-contained and works. So that's like the basic idea. And I just called it derivation because like it's the best thing that came up to my mind. So it would be a first derivation would be like the core, and then you would be second and third, and you would split the execution and the actual thinking, or the creative part. And I try to implement this with an agent system. So what I do is I take the tasks, and the first thing is it goes to the extraction agent, and the extraction agent extracts some like core values of it, like what's the core value on what you want to deliver. That's something we just tried to replicate here in chat, but it's like it's not working as good if you can like not iterate on that. But I just said, hey, this is the concept. Then I just copied over the system prompt I used, and it gave me like an analysis of the core values. Why the core values? If we have like different agents working, they have to have some like guiding light. That's why I used this core values to for everyone to just know like what's the value we want to deliver on. And then the next step would be, it's also still the creative part. Still the creative part. Yeah, I try to do this with agents. And the creative part is it's two agents. Like basically the first step is like extract the value. Second step is take the task and take the value and derive from that task like the smallest possible version that still delivers on that value. Which in my brain at least is like trying to get like strip away all the parts that are nice, like not maybe not nice to have, but that are not directly contributing to the value. And from what's left, you take still the smallest part, and then you build this part. You then like just track a state which has at least kind of a constant size. So when you get to like, and then you have a core, then you build layer 2, layer 3, and so on. And working layer 3, I don't care about what happened in X and what happened in X, or what happened in the first derivation, what happened in the second derivation. I only care about the current state and the next step. And that's how I can build layer upon layer upon layer. And it's giving me the option to have the human in the loop, like to have a feedback loop, like having the AI ask stuff. What I think is necessary, and like I said, it's still in development. I tried a bit I'll try to implement it with the system, and tried it on some other stuff I did in the AI, and it kind of seemed to work. So, but what I need, and that's why I also have this agent system, I need someone to track and create basically an artifacts graph. So I have an overview over like what's existing, so I can load into the context all the necessary parts for adding the next layer, and don't have to like go through everything directly. And the project state basically says, okay, this is what we can do now, and these are the current artifacts, and this is the documentation. And based on that, we like have the state, and we have the only part of the system which knows the original task is the derivation agent, because he always looks current state, the original task, and then he and the values, and then he creates the next derivation basically. The cool thing is, and that's what I'm aiming for, is if we are at a point where we say, okay, the next derivation is kind of differing a bit from the original task, but it delivers better on the value we want to achieve, then we give the system basically some more flexibility to try stuff out and to get a bit away from the end goal. And if you think about it, that's how we solve stuff usually as humans. So and that's the general idea. So yeah, we'll love to. I hope I could make it somehow understandable. Like I said, it's still an active development, but the basic idea is to strip away everything but a core, and then layer everything on top. And the technical goal is to keep the context as small as possible while still being able to solve the complex tasks. So that's actually the general idea. And like I said, like I've done some testing, and I feel like it can work still out in the open. But yeah, I kind of struggle with us, or like a lot of stuff that I see in AI, like people, even if they do step by step and everything and think stuff through, and even the models are trained like that. So I have issues I've felt some issues implementing that, because the model always falls back to this chain of thought thinking. But I struggle that we still have this zero-shot mindset behind that, because it's the same as like 20 years ago we did, or maybe 15 years ago, we did software development in a waterfall type of way, where we defined the whole project scope beforehand, and then we went to the project and nothing worked as planned, because that's how stuff works. That's why Agile came along to solve for this. But yeah, that's the general idea, and I feel this could work. I also, from my tests, it seems like it can work, because it's like, yeah. What do you mean with superficial manner? Um, I have like your chat on screen because I didn't like AutoGen because it's like it seems too complex. The LangChain agent stuff I didn't use actually. The Crew AI I tried to set it up, but like not deep. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get this. I think if you're an AI engineer, your understanding of deep is a bit different from ours. But what I liked about the Swarms library is actually exactly that it's just like abstracting away the technicalities, and I can focus on the prompting. So I like that personally. But yeah, I get this. Did you mean my idea or the idea of the Swarms stuff? So yeah, because I like the Swarms idea, or still like the Swarms idea. Like what when I tried to implement this, I used like function calling, of course, and then at some point I switched to the Swarms. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I like to hear that from someone who's actually, or who at least says he's an expert. But I'll believe you for that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks. Like I said, I'm still working on this, still testing in the work. I also cannot work full time on this, but yeah, if I can get like a step away from having to work with this zero shot mindset, yeah, kind of felt this might be a good way to solve more complex stuff without the big diluting context at some point. I think it might, although like some parts where I see it might break is like the artifacts graph. The more complex this gets, could be performance issue, could be also does this, like the artifacts graph would also be generated by AI, so is that actually gonna be like good like, or will hallucinations like make me regret that this is built up automatically? So yeah, like I said, there's still a lot of questions that I have to ask myself to actually get this working. But like I said, I tried this in small variations, and yeah. What do you mean if like they do not follow the agents? So right now I'm working on fine-tuning alarms to do not follow the agents nowadays because of it. Yeah, no, like okay, I got some now. Yeah, I think I also have to get it. So like if the general concept stands and it's kind of working, I also think I have to fine tune a model to actually be better at the extraction of the core values. But yeah, but yeah, the whole agent stuff's hugely interesting because I feel like having this like team of specialists, which is what you're aiming for, really helps in working on something, because you can have like controlling instance, you can have human in the loop, and all that together might yeah. Thank you for your input, and I really loved to talk about this. Wasn't the plan for today, so for everyone who wanted to see a working AI build application, we didn't do that. But I'll definitely We'll try again and see if I can use Bolt.new better. I also tried to run this fork locally of the built by the community, but even if it's already a huge achievement what they did in like I think 3 or 4 weeks now. Yeah, 4 months ago. So never mind. I think that's from the fork. When is the fork created? Does it say? Yeah, but yeah, it's actually if you like Bolt.new and you want to contribute to the community version of it, this is by a YouTuber. I forgot his name. He puts a lot of work into it and uses the open source nature of the StackBlitz original. And this is you can run this locally in your Docker. You can run it on local AI. So if you have something fine-tuned, you can actually add this too. So you can add your own endpoints and stuff. So yeah, it's really really interesting. But for me, I tried to get the to work, and I had some issues with it. But I spent like 10 minutes max, so don't take my word for it. And I also tried it with Docker. Maybe I should have just executed it like locally in my machine. So yeah, that's that. Okay. I think for today we'll leave it like this. I think might be even back tomorrow with the next stream. So latest on Friday we will get an actual stream, 2 hours minimum, with a bit more preparation on my side. We will talk about Claude's new protocol for integrating external data sources with AI applications. We will talk about a new audio API, audio LLM from NVIDIA, which I really liked. We will talk about Microsoft Copilot a bit because I think they presented some interesting parts for everyone who maybe has even already access to Copilot in their company. There are some really interesting parts which can help you in your everyday now, which I want to go over. And yeah, thank you very much for listening. Excuse me my pivoting, but I had to use the AI engineer at hand to talk about one of the projects that really, really got my heart in it to get this idea on the street of my idea framework. So I hope I can deliver over the next weeks some more insights, some more proof that this actually works. And until then, thank you very much, and I see you tomorrow or latest on Friday. Bye.